Thank you so much for this show already. Superman and Lois, I already love it. Hi, my name is Michael Escar, and I do comic book related TV shows and movie reactions and thoughts and everything like that. And today I just want to talk about the premiere episode of Superman and Lois. Good God, I already love this show. They've just taking it in so many different directions that I didn't think that they were going to do. I tried not to spoil it for myself because I am a huge Superman fan. And if you look at my previous videos, I had issues with what the Supergirl TV show did to Superman. With his appearances in there, I thought that Tyler Hoechlin, the person who plays Superman, he does a good job as Superman. I just love him to death, but I just didn't like the way they treated him throughout the Supergirl series. And I'm not saying a jobber because I know a certain popular YouTuber said that, but believe it or not, I posted my video way before that person ever said anything about that. So not calling him a jobber, just calling him, a punching bag, when he's supposed to be most powerful. But this Superman and Lois series has so much heart. And I love the chemistry between everybody. I love Lois in this series more so than I've seen her in the Arrowverse so far. We had her introduction in the Crisis events and everything like that, and the crossovers between all the CW Arrowverse shows. But this time, I didn't feel that she was too much like Lois Lane in those previous encounters that we've had with her. But in this series, she's Lois Lane all the way. I was taken back. I'm like, she's perfect for this world. She is perfect for the show. And along with the kids, I was very surprised with Jordan and Jonathan. I saw the person who plays Jonathan. I've seen him in Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu and everything like that, the Reese Witherspoon show, and I thought he was really good there. And I've seen him in a couple other things. But he does a good job of this because he's a completely different character in that show. He does a good job as the Jonathan Kent for this show. He's a very different Jonathan Kent than any comic book fans may be familiar with. I don't want to give away anything, so I just want to say that roundabout this whole episode, I was very happy with it. I was grinning ear to ear. I was kind of crying at certain points because certain beats that they hit on that I didn't think they were going to hit on in the very first episode. And a little surprised at the end that I'm kind of like, wait, who is this? That's just kind of my thoughts upon this first episode of, I always want to say Lois and Clark, Superman and Lois episode 101. So, with that in mind, I want to go into spoilers, just in case you haven't watched the episode. Like I said, liked it, love the story, love the actors, love the new characters and everything like that. But right now I just want to talk about certain little things about this episode. I thought the opening was perfect. It basically, it condensed everything about Superman and how he met Lois and the kids and everything in just one quick thing. And I'm like, well, they did a really good job of this. And at the end of it, when he had to stop the nuclear substation and everything like that from exploding, that scene was just so well done. And the fact that they actually did the lake scene from Superman 3, the Christopher Reeve Superman 3. If you don't know and you've never seen Superman 3 with Richard Pryor and everything like that, there was a nuclear plant disaster too there, where it was going to explode and everything like that. Everything was overheating. And he went over to a lake, froze the entire lake, lifted it up, brought it over, and just dropped it. Which is kind of weird even back then. Dropped it on the nuclear plant and just became like rain and like cooled everything down. Back then, even when I was a kid, I was going, wait a second, what? You're telling me all those big chunks melted before it hit the nuclear plant? I remember I was confused and I'm like, okay, I just took it as what it was. But this one, they actually, they did a great job of explaining it. He basically froze not just the surface of the lake, he froze like a big chunk of it. So it went way down and lifted it up and brought it over and just like held it until it melted and it cooled the whole place off. I was just like, that looks amazing. And also when he was lifting the chunk of it, they made it really look like Superman Returns. I love that though. Like they're harkening back to all the things that are just like a traditional Superman. And it just like the special effects, they just did a great job. I know they might not be able to maintain this throughout a whole season, but it was really good. I love when they show that he saved a kid from a car crash. when he flew down and they showed the costume, I'm like, oh my god, they're making it like when he first premiered. Sorry, when he first appeared in Metropolis as Superman, he actually had the costume from the 1930s version, the original version of Superman, with like the black inside instead of the yellow and everything like that in the S. I was like, oh my god. And I do have to say one thing. I keep saying that he's not physically as big. Even when he was in, because he used to be in Teen Wolf, and I love that TV series up until the last 2 seasons. That didn't make any sense to me. But when he was in that series, he was big and muscular and everything like that. In this, when him playing Superman, the only problem I have with him is that like he just seems a little bit more petite, and obviously in that scene you could see that they kind of padded him up. But I thought it looked good. I thought it looked good to his frame. They didn't just do a Shazam like where he's huge. They actually padded it to his frame and his physique. And obviously, they even did it in Superman Returns, and they did it here again. Kind of when he put the car down, it was kind of like the cover of Action Comics #1, where he lifted the car up and everything like that and was going after the gangsters. Another thing they took from Superman Returns that I really appreciated was the fact that when he kept flying over the water and you see the water splashing up in the air, I know it's like it's not a story beat or anything like that, but it's just like this, the visual was just like, I loved it. And that was one thing I really liked about Superman Returns. He was able to do things in that movie that they weren't able to do with special effects in a Christopher Reeve era of Superman. So seeing him do it here was just like, it blew me away. I loved the introduction to Lana Lang actually having kids herself to match Clark. The fact that she has 2 daughters and everything like that. The one thing I was kind of weird was like when she was walking towards, when we were first introduced to her and everything like that, I thought that they were going to do what they did in the Superman animated series. Lana Lang in that series was basically a fashion designer, a very high-end fashion designer, and she was really popular in the world. I thought they were going to do that, but when they said that she was a banker, I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's just the fashion that she has and everything like that. But I do like the girl who plays her daughter. Right off the bat, I'm like, she's so good. And I don't know why. I think that this cast has a lot of chemistry. Everybody works together really well. But I was kind of confused when she sat down Lois and Clark and she was talking about Clark's mother. By the way, I don't even want to go into that scene with Clark's mother, but I was just like, I want to cry. When she was talking to them about the reverse mortgage and everything like that, that Clark's mother took out and all that, I was kind of confused because she basically indicated the fact that she doesn't know that he's Superman. And that's kind of a departure in the recent days of Superman lore, because in the recent days of Superman lore, Lana Lang knows all about this. Especially in her adult years, she knows all about this because she grew up with Clark. She's seen him do a lot of different things. So like I was just kind of surprised that they're taking that route. Jordan actually, when I kept looking at him with his Fraggle hair, I kept thinking, wait, he looks more like Jonathan. And then the twist comes out where he's the one with the powers. I still believe, and I still hope that Jonathan actually has powers too. They both have powers. It's just that his powers didn't develop yet. But it was kind of a cool twist, letting the kid because I'm more of a shy person, so I kind of related to Jordan a lot when they were talking about him. I've gone through depression. I've gone through all this stuff like that, and in the ways that he has. And just to see that, that character, that's how like when he got his powers, his confidence came about. I love that part of the story. And it's kind of a little bit expected, but I was kind of surprised that they were going to make Jordan have the powers. And when he did that heat vision blast, now at the end, when they revealed that the person who Superman was fighting throughout this episode, the armored guy, I was thinking, is this going to be Metallo? Or what is this going to be? Are they like changing it and everything like that? And I was trying to separate it from the Arrowverse. Because it seems like this is kind of a departure from the Arrowverse, but it's kind of weird to have the 2 people who played Lois and Clark have their own show, and they came from the Arrowverse, and have a show that's separated from it. But then I watched the special about the legacy of Lois and Clark, and I went, wait, they're saying that this show does actually connect to that universe. And I was like, okay, so that's not Metallo. When he took off the mask, and I'm like, and he's Luthor, I'm like, it's not John Cryer, Luthor from Supergirl, which I'll be happy if it was, because I love John Cryer's Lex Luthor. I believe he was one of the best Lex Luthors out there. Just watch the Supergirl ones with Lex Luthor. He's perfect, his version. But I was like, who is this? But then he said, he's from another universe. I'm like, is this Alexander Luthor from the other universe? And he has that metal costume and someone who got Kryptonian technology? I don't know. I didn't want to read into it. I didn't want to look it up either. I want to be surprised. I can't wait to see what this series brings. Oh, and just to mention, one thing that really did surprise me, and actually I thought it was a happy change for me, is that Sam Lane, Lois Lane's father, the military general, he's basically like Clark's Commissioner Gordon. And I kind of like that change. In the comic books, he was more like kind of against superheroes and he was against Superman and everything like that. And almost every single iteration of Sam Lane. In this one, no, he's there for Superman. He wants Superman to do good. And he's watching over him like, and that part actually, I was like, that's a good change. I think that actually fits for this series. So all in all right, I could go into more detail about this. I love this. I love this premiere of Superman and Lois. I can't wait to see where this series goes. And like I said, I'm a huge Superman fan, so to see him every week, love it. And I don't have to talk about WandaVision as much. People are still talking about theories about WandaVision, and I'm sick of it. Sick of it. So I'm happy to talk about something different. And if you guys do follow me and everything like that, I do videos on certain Arrowverse shows. I can't do it on all of them, so I just pick and choose. Superman will definitely be one I'll be doing a weekly thing on. And Batwoman, I kind of falled off a little bit, but I have been watching the episodes and everything like that, and I might do a combined version of the Batwoman because I think that they've done some changes that I really like. What they've kind of done, and they're developing that story as well too. But as far as Superman and Lois goes, right now, love this series. Can't wait to see where it goes. And until next time, my name is Michael S. Garner. If you want to subscribe to my page, that would greatly appreciate it. Or like the video or share it with anybody else. Just thank you so much. I write and draw my own online comic book as well called Visions of the New. You can see it at magicloud.com. You get a printed version there. You can just review it, look at it, do whatever you like. Greatly appreciate it if you check it out. And until next time, have a good one.